If you want to know how I made this exotic Bohemian lamp for under $30, watch this video. So I had an idea. I did not know how it was going to turn out, and I just got busy with it. Here I had a hook to go into my ceiling. You're going to need that to actually hang your lamp. Also, these little rings you see here, these were just something I had in my closet. These are a scarf hanger or a shoe hanger you can hang in your closet. When I first thought of the idea of making the lamp, I wanted something to hang from it, so I figured these might work. So what I did was cut them off of the track you see here and made them singular rows, and I put them aside so I can use them for later. I also have some paint here that I bought at Lowe's. I got the paint, sampler paints. I've been having these, so I just pulled them out of my closet just to use to give my basket some color. This is a decor that I had for a while, and some of the little shiny parts fell off. So I figure I can use this in the design I'm doing. Next is a individual light with a cord that I bought from IKEA for $6. It has a little push button, so it's easy for me to use. And I knew the cord was long enough, so I knew the hanging lamp idea was going to be perfect. Now, the star of the show is my basket. I had this basket. I bought it at Dollar General. I only paid $10 for it. I bought it to use as a water basket, and I had it set up under my island. But I was like, I want to do something different with it. And the idea of using it for the base of my lamp was the best idea since sliced bread. So here I am. I wanted to add a design to the basket just to give it some dimension. If you do want to adopt this idea and make one for yourself, you don't have to add any paint. You can hang it just the way you see it. But me, just wanting a little extra. I like texture. I like colors. I like different shapes and all that good stuff. So I was like, let me add some black paint to give it a cheetah print design and feel. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taking the paint that I put on my little tray here and dabbing it on to my basket, and I'm doing this about 2 to 3 times to make sure that the color is dense enough and on there so you can actually see it showing up. This part here actually took a lot of time. Effortless, yes, but time consuming because, like I said before, I didn't really know what I was doing when it came out of my mind. Like, you know, you have an idea, and it's almost like, okay, I like the details of this idea, but then we start putting it together, you hesitate, and kind of step back from it, and like, you know what, just finish it, and that's when you actually see the results. This is one of those ideas. I will be adding this white paint to add a little more character to my basket here for my lamp. So here I'm just taking the black paint and adding more, so therefore I can see it from where I'll be viewing the lamp, and I want to make sure that I am pleased with it. So I'm just dabbing a little bit more here and dabbing a little bit more there just to make sure that it's visible, because as you can see, these are just like rails, little bars. So it's like when you're putting the black paint on, you have to really make sure that you have a vision of how you want to put it on there. You really won't even see it. So here you can see that we have a cheetah print going on. white paint is optional, honestly, like I said before. You don't have to do anything to the basket. The basket alone is a beautiful object that can be utilized the way it is when you get it from the store. But as I said, I just wanted to add some character to it for my own personal aesthetic pleasure. And as you see, the white actually just makes it pop for me, and I am falling in love with it. And yeah, it's starting to make sense to me now. Sidebar, have you ever watched Nephew Tommy's Ready to Love series, where he has his groups of people, reality TV? Of course, you know how reality TV is. But I sat and watched. That's what I'm doing here while I'm painting. I had my little wine, and I had me this my TV going, and it's so interesting how people meet each other and they don't do the proper. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I've done it before in my life, but putting yourself on a TV show and having to kind of abide by a rule of thumb on how you should react or should act. It's interesting. You should watch it if you haven't watched it before. It's called Ready to Love. It's on OWN. It's actually pretty good. I sat and binge watched it while making this lamp, and it kept my attention the whole time. So yeah, so I actually had to get a shout out to Ready to Love, a Nephew Tommy, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had no focus, because I focused the whole time watching Ready to Love. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. I am finished with my basket. I did the top, the end, the sides, as you saw there. And I'm setting the basket aside. And here are these little rings. They, you can hang them in your closet for what I bought them for. But they were a hanging shoe rack, scarf rack that I had in my closet. And I just had them for a while. So I just figured, let me use it for something else. And it worked for me with this lamp. So I just am here adding some paint because I just wanted to kind of give it a distressed, kind of worn look, because it was just a beige color. So I figured to put some brown paint just to kind of give it, again, some dimension. So I'm mixing the white paint with the brown paint just to lighten it up just a little bit, to lighten up my brown paint you see there. No particular way of actually doing this. I just dabbed and patted until it was what I wanted. So very simple. Dab and pat until the colors start to saturate and by the way, these rings are like a fabric material over wire, so the fabric was able to pick up the paint very well. And now I am just adding a little white to, again, give some pop and character. And I'm starting to get excited because I'm almost finished. This took me a little time. I can't give you the exact time because I did it over a couple of days and worked on a little bit here and worked on a little bit there. But the painting part took the most time out of all. And putting pieces together didn't take anything. Maybe 20, 30, I'm going to say 20, 30, about 30 minutes. Cleaning up my mess here, my beautiful mess. So here is the little wall mirror star decor that I had on my wall. I broke off some of the pieces. You'll be surprised what you can do with things that you really don't use anymore. And I just wanted to use these, so I just took my needle nose pliers and just bent the very end of it so I can loop it onto the spaces on my basket once it's hung up, and it just hooks like that. My basket is complete. My additions here are complete. And I had some wire here, but I'm not going to use the wire. The wire wasn't strong enough to actually hold the rings on to the basket as it hangs. So I decided not to use the wire at the end. Here is some glitter that I chose to use onto the basket as well. This is some glitter bond, worked really well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set it up so I can go ahead and add my glitter. I'm blow drying the glitter and the adhesive just because I'm really excited to see how it's about to come together. So I'm just giving it a little extra boost to get this glue on here dry. So I took my blow dryer to blow dry the adhesive. I did not put that much, so therefore it wouldn't take too long to dry. I'm just, helping it along the way. Remember when I said I didn't want to use the wire because the wire was not sturdy and strong enough for what I was doing? I'm using this twine, and I'm just taking the twine and stringing my rings here and looping it through the basket, and I'm just doing a triple tie here, and I'm just going to put that to the side. Now this right here, it was a tapestry, another wall decor I had on the wall, but it was all like weaved, and I unweaved it. Well, my daughter did it for me. It took a little time for her, so I appreciate her for doing that. I'm going to cut it so I can have individual little ropes here, and I am going to add it to the basket. This is a plant hanger hook. I am going to use this for two things: to hang my basket from the ceiling, and also to hang my light with the cord from the basket on the inside. Yes, I was struggling to get this in because I did not want to break the basket, although it's going to be up above this. What am I trying to say? Is the top of the basket, you won't see it, and I didn't want to break it to put the hook in, so I said let me just set that aside for a second. I'll get back to it later. But here are the individual ropes that I cut from the tapestry that I had, and I'm just going to add them to the basket from around the edge here. I'm going to take them and go all the way around, and let's see how that turns out. yes, my ropes hanging from the basket actually gave it some movement, and I'm liking it. I gave a second attempt to add the hook, and it worked, and voila, I can hang my lamp now. Very happy about it. It worked. Here's the light. I am just going to take the light and take this little sticker that's on the light, take that off and turn it on, and voila, we have action. Okay, so here I am just taking the rope of the lamp and just sticking it up underneath. I know you can't really see this, but use your imagination and your common sense. But look at that. Boom, bow, pow. We got a whole basket like we about to hang from this ceiling. Who showed you how to do that? I showed you how to do that. Look, y'all, it's hanging. Oh my goodness. So I was so excited. I almost flipped off the bed. Look, it's hanging from the ceiling. I just made that. Yep, I did that. I made it. It's so adorable, so cute. It's so Bohemian Luxury, and it is sexy. Oh, yes. Okay, let me calm down. All right. So these little pieces that I showed you guys that I cut, that I broke off of the little wall decor mirror thingy majiggity, I'm just hanging them, just here and one there, and just here and there. I don't know if I got a close-up or not, but you can use your imagination. I just wanted some jewels, and then they kind of had like a shiny reflection, so it reflects off of the wall a little bit. And I'm stoked. Like, I'm trying to keep my cool right now, and I'm like looking back at my camera, and then I'm looking at the lamp like, dude, you just finished something that you worked on, and it actually turns out good. And through the process, you kind of go, oh, it's almost like second guessing yourself, but you got confidence because your ideas are brilliant and bright. So you're like, you know what, it's gonna turn out good. And then you look at it like, oh my God, what am I doing? My daughter even looked at me like, Mama, what the HELL is that? And I'm like, just wait. Just be patient with me. I'm about to create something here, and I'm in this process of creating this, and you gonna be like, dang, Mama, that's dope, that's tight, like, dang, that's what's up. Watch. So just don't trip and look at this. Look at it. It just I'm still working on it here. I told you I'm excited. Still working on it here, just hanging the little jewels or whatever. But yeah, I did that. Y'all, I'm done with it. I'm done. It's complete. It's finished. It turned out good. I'm sitting here like amazed at myself. Like, girl, you did your thing. Like, give yourself some credit. Like, you the bomb. Like, look at it. Y'all like it. You see it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button below.